Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is going to be a day in the life of an Amgen Scholars at the National University of Singapore. So the first thing that I do is that I fold up my bed sheets, and next is off to do my other daily routines. It still feels surreal that I'm right here in Singapore, but let's get to it. So I would brush my teeth in the morning, and then I would go for a shower. Now that I'm all ready and set, it's time to head out. So in every room, they have a shoe rack prepared, and it's basically where I store my shoes so it doesn't get dirty in my room. This is basically the outside view of my room, so it's the hostel's courtyard, and now we're basically going down the stairs. So if you guys may or may not remember, I actually sprained my ankle in the last step of the stairs. Ew, it's me again. So now I'm basically walking out of the hostel. The hostel is actually pretty huge, I would say, and now I have to walk across to get here. And this is basically the Ministry of Education in Singapore, and it's also a sports facility center. So on your right, actually not film, you can see a huge track and field, and on the left they actually have a swimming pool and also other facilities, and they actually also have a tennis facility here, but sadly I didn't bring my tennis racket, so I'll just fast forward. And so yeah, basically the journey is an uphill journey. And if you guys spotted in a few frames back, there is actually the orange bus, which is the NUS bus, but sadly the bus stop is all the way here, and this is the NUS School of Public Policy, as you can see on the left. And the bus stop should be right around the corner, so if you can see the shades, that is where actually the bus stop is. This is the view every day that I go to, and now I usually hop off a university hall, and that's my building. So yeah, this is basically an uphill journey as well, and you can see the surrounding area. It's really beautiful here. And welcome to S1A, Department of Biological Sciences, and now we'll be heading up to level 5. So the S1A building consists of 7 floors, and as you may have guessed, mine is on the 5th floor. We have finally arrived at the 5th floor, and the first thing that you'll see is a huge red sign saying Department of Biological Sciences, level 5. And I will basically be scanning my card. So yes, visitors aren't really allowed because you have to have a card to access it. And this is the hallway of the lab, and that's the student room. And basically in here is where I usually hang out if I'm not in the lab, and I usually type my lab report here or even do my lab journal. My daily routine consists of going to level 7. So where's level 7? You'll be seeing it quite soon. And basically in this level, I usually check up on my plants. It's where all the plants are stored. And look at my babies, they're growing. And this is basically part of my project. And next is just a small tour of what the greenhouse looks like. So yes, it's packed with plants, and it's from my lab members mostly. And yeah, so now I'm heading down to level 5 with my plants to do some testings, mostly phenotype, genotype. And this is my favorite part, which is lunchtime. So this is the everyday route that I always go to whenever I want to go to the frontier. So the frontier is basically the science canteen, is the nearest canteen that they have here, and you'll see just how much food they have. So we're still in the walking phase, and if you look ahead, that is actually the S9 and MD building. And here I am walking. On this day I wore red. It is one of my favorite shirts. And we're basically just walking the life of an NUS student. So this is S9. So S9 is one of the buildings, S meaning science. And actually the gray building that you see before is the MD building, and that's where most of the medicine students are. And it's also interconnected with the NUH, National University Hospital. And if you see a bunch of people there, that's actually where the science canteen is. They have a wide range of food. So they are from Chinese, mala, chicken rice, one of my favorites, and then they have juice stalls. And here I am dining with my fellow Amgen scholars. So now we'll be heading back to continue my life in the lab to conduct more experiments. That's this S1A building. Fifth floor, here I come. And on this day I wore green, also one of my favorite tops to wear. And they also usually have occasional seminars. Scanning my card. And to open the door in the lab, you use your feet, basically, your foot, and then it'll open. And this is just a small tour of what my lab looks like. So everyone has their own desk. We are also given our own pipette. And that's basically where we do the PCR and gel electrophoresis. This is me washing the seats. And I occasionally also do PCR and gel electrophoresis. And now it's time to head home. I usually go home at around 5:30, but the latest I've stayed is around 7 or 8, and so it depends on the day-to-day basis. And this is my walk home. It's usually really beautiful. So this is a closer look at what the NUS bus looks like, and this is me going home with my fellow Amgen scholars. So if you guys are wondering, do we go home at the same time? We actually don't, but if we do, because it depends from lab to lab, but if we do, we usually just text one another or even meet at the bus stop. And the journey from NUS to my hostel or the nearest bus stop is around 40 minutes to 1 hour. So yes, it is quite long, but we can do this. And this is our stop, time to hop off the bus. So this is just me walking home. I think this is around sunset, and that's me basically carrying my journal, and you can see my hostel there. I hope you guys enjoy my vlog. That is the life of an Amgen Scholar Intern at NUS. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know.